All right, let's get ready for another deep dive. This time, we're breaking down the first leg of the Champions League round of 16.
Oh, yeah. It's getting serious now.
Hmm.
These matches are crucial for every team hoping to lift that trophy.
And as always, you've sent over some great articles for us to dig into.
We've got tactical battles, underdog stories, and moments of brilliance to discuss.
Can't wait to get into it.
Should we jump right in?
Let's do it. Let's start with a match that had everyone talking. PSG taking on Liverpool at home.
Yeah.
You'd think PSG would be unstoppable on their own turf,
Right.
but Liverpool managed to grab a 1-0 victory.
Definitely a statement win for Liverpool.
When you saw that scoreline, what was your first thought?
Well, it was a bold statement from Liverpool for sure.
Yeah.
But, if you dig a little deeper, it's not a total shock. Liverpool's defensive strategy under Klopp is incredibly disciplined. They use a high press to disrupt the opponent's build-up, forcing them into mistakes. And Alisson, their keeper, was in top form,
Oh, yeah. Alisson was on fire.
especially those crucial saves against Mbappe.
I mean, I was watching this say, it's like, how did he even get to that?
Right.
But PSG seemed to control the possession for a good chunk of the match.
They did, yeah.
So it kind of makes you wonder, how does a team dominate possession and still end up walking away with a loss?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And it gets to the heart of different tactical approaches.
Okay.
So Liverpool, even without the lion's share of possession, was incredibly efficient.
Right.
They were comfortable absorbing pressure, waiting for the right moment to strike on the counterattack. And, well, that's exactly what they did.
That late goal was a perfect example of that. Nunez comes off the bench, creates that golden opportunity, and Elliott, just seconds after stepping onto the pitch, buries it in the back of the net.
Yeah, wow. Talk about a game changer.
Talk about a game changer.
Yeah.
So do you think those late substitutions were all part of Klopp's plan? Or was it like a spur-of-the-moment decision?
I mean, it's tough to say for sure, but Klopp is known for making these tactical changes that completely shift the momentum of a game.
Right.
So bringing on Nunez, who's a player with fresh legs and, a hunger to prove himself, added an immediate threat to Liverpool's attack.
Makes sense.
It's a good reminder that the game isn't just won on the pitch, but also with those crucial decisions made from the sidelines. But I'm kind of curious, what are your thoughts on how PSG can turn things around at Anfield?
Well, they've certainly got a mountain to climb.
You think so?
Yeah. Anfield is known for its electric atmosphere, and Liverpool feeds off that energy.
Oh, for sure.
So PSG will need to be at their absolute best, both offensively and defensively, if they even have a chance of advancing.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fascinating second leg, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Now, should we shift gears?
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on to another Bundesliga clash. Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen.
Ooh, good one.
So you'll recall that Bayern went into this match on a 6-game winless streak against Leverkusen.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
They turned things around in a big way with a pretty resounding 3-0 victory. What factors do you think contributed to this, dominant performance?
Well, it was a statement win,
It was.
but for me, it all comes down to Harry Kane.
Oh, yeah.
2 goals in this match, and he's been on fire since joining Bayern.
Yeah.
He's fitting in seamlessly with their style of play.
Yeah, he really has.
Yeah.
And, it's not just the goals themselves. It's how he's impacting the entire team.
Interesting.
His movement off the ball, his ability to hold up play and bring others into the attack. It's all creating so many more opportunities for Bayern.
I remember reading in one of the articles you sent that Kane was instrumental in creating space for his teammates, drawing defenders away and opening up passing lanes. It's like his presence alone is disrupting the opposition's defensive structure.
Exactly. And, you can't underestimate the psychological impact either.
Yeah.
Having a world-class striker like Kane leading the line gives Bayern a huge confidence boost.
Oh, for sure.
But, let's not forget about Leverkusen.
Yeah.
They're a strong team in their own right.
Right.
What do you think went wrong for them in this match?
Well, Leverkusen has been playing some really impressive football this season.
I have.
But Bayern's defensive setup was just too solid. They were shutting down Leverkusen's creative players, preventing them from building any momentum.
Yeah, you're right. Bayern's defense was a wall.
It really was.
Dayot Upamecano was particularly impressive.
Oh, how so?
He was winning every aerial duel, making crucial interceptions, and really disrupting Leverkusen's attacking flow.
It felt like every time Leverkusen tried to make something happen, Upamecano was there to shut it down.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it wasn't just him.
Right.
The entire backline was incredibly organized and disciplined.
Yeah, and that organization starts from the front.
Okay.
Bayern's high pressing forced Leverkusen into rushed passes and poor decisions.
Interesting.
A complete team performance.
Wow.
And it leaves Leverkusen with a very steep climb to make it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they've got their work cut out for them. Now, you mentioned a match that had some real underdog vibes. Benfica versus Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what stood out to you from this particular clash?
Well, this one had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Barcelona went down to 10 men early in the match after a red card.
Wow.
Yet they still managed to grind out a 1-0 win.
Yeah.
It was incredible to watch.
It really is a testament to their resilience and tactical discipline. Playing with a man down for the majority of the match is a massive disadvantage. It forces you to adapt, to be more conservative, and to rely on, moments of individual brilliance.
Exactly.
And speaking of individual brilliance, we have to talk about Wojciech Szczesny.
Oh, yeah, the goalkeeper.
Barcelona's goalkeeper was absolutely phenomenal. He made save after save, denying Benfica time and time again.
He was like a one-man army back there.
What impressed you about his performance?
Well, it was his composure under pressure.
Yeah.
Benfica was throwing everything they had at him.
Yeah.
But he never seemed to panic. He was reading the game well, anticipating the shots, and, making those crucial saves look almost effortless.
It really was remarkable. And let's not forget the game winner, Jean-Felix, coming up clutch in the second half to secure the victory for Barcelona. It's amazing how they managed to not only withstand the pressure, but also find a way to score while being a man down.
It really is. It was a remarkable display of grit and determination.
Absolutely.
Coach Hansi Flick deserves a lot of credit for keeping his players focused and organized even under such adverse conditions.
For sure.
This sets up a really intriguing second leg at Camp Nou.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think Benfica still has a chance to turn things around? Or is Barcelona's advantage too significant?
I think Benfica is going to come out fighting.
Oh, yeah.
But Barcelona at home is a whole different beast. They'll have the support of their passionate fans, and they'll be hungry to finish the job.
It'll be a fascinating tactical battle. Benfica will need to be more aggressive in their approach, but they'll also need to be wary of Barcelona's counterattacking threat.
For sure, for sure. Now, let's move on to a match that felt like a tactical chess game. Feyenoord versus Inter Milan.
Ah, yeah, this one.
This one was a slow burner with both teams feeling each other out.
Yeah.
Which was a masterclass in defensive discipline.
It really was.
But ultimately, Inter Milan walked away with a hard-fought 1-0 victory. What did you think of Inter's approach?
I thought it was all about patience and control.
Okay.
They were content to let Feyenoord have the ball in certain areas of the pitch, focusing on maintaining their defensive shape and waiting for the right opportunity to strike.
Yeah, it felt like they were almost inviting Feyenoord to attack, knowing that they could shut them down and hit them on the counter. It was a risky strategy.
It was.
But it paid off in the end.
It certainly did. And Marcus Thuram's goal in the 67th minute was a perfect example of their tactical approach.
Oh.
They won the ball back in midfield, quickly transitioned into attack, and Thuram made no mistake with his finish.
Yeah, and you have to give credit to Inter's defense. They were incredibly organized and disciplined, making it extremely difficult for Feyenoord to create any clear-cut chances.
Absolutely. They were compact, they were communicating well, and they were winning those crucial individual battles.
Yeah. But Feyenoord did have the home crowd behind them.
That's right.
It created a really electric atmosphere.
It was a great atmosphere.
Do you think that home advantage could be a deciding factor in the second leg?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd was definitely a factor, and Feyenoord is going to need that same energy at the San Siro if they want to overcome this deficit.
Right.
But Inter's a tough team to beat.
They are.
Especially at home.
Yeah. It's going to be an uphill battle for Feyenoord. But, we've seen crazier things happen in the Champions League.
You're absolutely right. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on another clash of titans, AC Milan versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, this match definitely had that sense of history.
It did.
Two clubs with serious Champions League pedigree going head-to-head. And it lived up to the hype, with AC Milan grabbing a narrow 1-0 victory.
Yeah. What was really striking about this match was how AC Milan took control early on,
Right.
They scored that goal in the 7th minute.
Right.
And then kind of shifted gears.
Okay.
Becoming this defensive fortress.
It's interesting you say that because I was thinking the same thing. It was almost like they said, all right, we've got the lead. Now let's lock things down and make it as difficult as possible for Tottenham to find a way through.
Exactly. And Tottenham, to their credit, didn't give up easily.
Yeah.
They had their moments, created some chances.
They did.
But AC Milan's defense was just so organized and disciplined.
But even with that defensive focus, they weren't just sitting back and absorbing pressure. They continued to press,
Yeah.
to look for those opportunities to extend their lead.
That's the sign of a team that's not only tactically astute, but also mentally strong.
I agree.
They weren't content to simply protect their lead. They wanted to dictate the tempo of the match.
Right.
I'm curious, what are your thoughts on Tottenham's chances in the second leg? Do you think they can overcome this deficit at home?
It's going to be a tough task.
Yeah,
Tottenham has the attacking firepower to score goals. We know that.
for sure.
But AC Milan has shown that they can be incredibly resilient.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be interesting to see how Tottenham approaches the second leg.
Yeah.
Will they go all-out attack? Or will they be more cautious, trying to pick their moments?
It's a delicate balance, isn't it?
It is.
Too much aggression, and they risk leaving themselves exposed at the back.
Right.
But if they're too passive, they might not create enough chances to overturn the deficit.
Yeah, they're going to have to find that sweet spot.
Yeah, it'll be a fascinating tactical battle for sure.
It will. Now, let's talk about a match that had a real David versus Goliath feel to it. Club Brugge taking on Real Madrid, the 14-time Champions League champions. I don't think anyone expected Club Brugge to pull off an upset, but they held Real Madrid to a goalless draw.
It was a remarkable performance from Club Brugge.
Oh, it was.
They were organized, disciplined, and they fought for every ball. They frustrated Real Madrid's, star-studded attack for the entire match.
Yeah, their goalkeeper, Simon Mignolet, deserves a lot of credit for that clean sheet.
Oh, he was outstanding.
He made some incredible saves, denying Real Madrid time and time again.
It was one of those performances where a goalkeeper single-handedly keeps his team in the game. It's a good reminder that individual brilliance can sometimes make all the difference.
Especially in a tournament like the Champions League.
Absolutely.
And I think this result has really thrown the tie wide open.
It has.
Real Madrid is still the favorite, but Club Brugge has shown that they're not afraid of the big stage.
And they'll be heading into the second leg with a lot of confidence.
Oh, yeah.
A draw at the Bernabeu is a fantastic result.
It is.
And they'll be looking to build on that momentum.
Speaking of momentum, let's move on to a match that saw Borussia Dortmund deliver a pretty clinical performance, securing a 1-0 victory over Chelsea. What were your key takeaways from this match?
I just think Dortmund was simply the better team on the night.
Yeah.
They controlled the tempo, created more chances, and their defense was rock solid.
Yeah. And that goal from Karim Adeyemi.
Oh, beautiful.
It was a thing of beauty. It really encapsulated Dortmund's dominance in this match.
Yeah, that goal was a perfect example of Dortmund's attacking philosophy.
How so?
Quick transitions,
Okay.
incisive passing,
Right.
and clinical finishing.
Yeah, I see that.
Chelsea, on the other hand, struggled to find their rhythm.
I mean, they had their moments.
They did.
But they just couldn't find a way past Dortmund's goalkeeper, Gregor Kobel.
Yeah.
He had an excellent game.
He was wall. He made some crucial saves, especially in the second half when Chelsea was pushing for an equalizer. This result puts Chelsea in a difficult position for the second leg.
They really do have their work cut out for them.
They'll need to find a way to unlock Dortmund's defense if they want to advance.
And they'll need to do it without conceding.
Yeah, which is a tall order.
It is, considering Dortmund's attacking prowess.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fascinating to see how Chelsea approaches the second leg. Now, let's talk about the clash of the attacking titans. RB Leipzig versus Manchester City. This was a match that lived up to its billing.
It was. It was a tactical battle between two of the best managers in the world,
Pep Guardiola.
and Marco Rose.
Wow.
Both teams committed to their attacking philosophies, and it made for a thrilling encounter.
It was a real game of two halves, wasn't it?
It was.
RB Leipzig came out strong in the first half, took a deserved lead, but then Manchester City turned things around in the second half, equalizing through a really well-taken header.
It was a good goal. Manchester City showed their resilience and their ability to adapt to different situations.
Yeah.
They were patient. They kept probing for weaknesses in RB Leipzig's defense and, eventually found their breakthrough.
Let's not forget RB Leipzig was playing without their star defender, Josko Gvardiol, for a significant portion of the match. His absence was definitely felt, especially in those crucial moments.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gvardiol is a key player for RB Leipzig, and his absence made their task even more challenging. But they still managed to secure a draw against the reigning champions, which is a testament to their quality and their fighting spirit.
I think this tie is perfectly poised for the second leg. It's anyone's game at this point. Manchester City might have the slight advantage playing at home, but RB Leipzig has shown that they can compete with the very best.
There's going to be another tactical masterclass, that's for sure. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on a match that was full of drama and controversy. Porto versus Atletico Madrid.
Oh man, this one was intense.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Porto edging out Atletico Madrid 1-0. It was a tense affair.
It really was. You could just feel the intensity, like radiating from both sides. Yeah.
You know, Atletico Madrid, known for their defensive resilience,
Right.
made life incredibly difficult for Porto.
They really did. It's like trying to solve this impossible puzzle.
Right.
But Porto, kept pushing, kept probing for that opening.
They did, yeah.
And finally found their breakthrough late in the match.
Oh, that late goal from Mehdi Taremi.
Yeah.
Talk about a moment of pure release for Porto.
Oh, yeah, I felt like it was coming. They had just been relentlessly attacking.
Absolutely. It felt inevitable. It was only a matter of time before they broke through Atletico's, stubborn defense.
Do you think maybe Atletico's defensive approach might backfire a bit in the second leg?
Oh, maybe.
Do they need to be more proactive at home to turn the tie around?
Yeah, that's a great question. They might be forced to come out of their shell a bit more in the second leg.
Right.
Which could create more opportunities for Porto on the counterattack. It's a delicate balancing act for Diego Simeone.
Their manager, he needs to find a way to be more offensive without compromising their defensive solidity.
Right. It's going to be a fascinating tactical battle to watch unfold. Okay, let's talk about a match that surprised a lot of people. Shakhtar Donetsk holding Napoli to a 1-1 draw. I mean, Napoli came into this match as, heavy favorites.
They did.
But Shakhtar Donetsk clearly had other plans.
They really did. It was a performance full of heart and determination.
Yeah.
They went behind early in the match, but they never gave up. They kept fighting, kept pressing, and eventually, found an equalizer.
And it's important to remember the context surrounding this match.
Right.
Shakhtar Donetsk are playing their home games, away from Ukraine because of the ongoing conflict.
Right.
To deliver a performance like that under those circumstances, it's truly remarkable.
It really is.
It speaks volumes about their resilience and their unwavering spirit.
Absolutely. It's a reminder of the power of sport.
Yeah.
To transcend adversity. They've faced unimaginable challenges, yet they continue to compete at the highest level.
Yeah, their performance was truly an inspiration.
It was.
Sets up a very interesting second leg. Do you think they have a chance to pull off an upset against Napoli?
I mean, Napoli will still be the favorites, but Shakhtar Donetsk has shown that they can't be underestimated.
Right.
They'll be heading into the second leg with a lot of confidence,
Yeah.
knowing that they can go toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in Europe.
That's so true. All right, so we've covered all the matches from this incredible first leg of the Champions League round of 16.
We did.
As we look ahead to those second legs, what are you most excited to see?
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about all of them. We've got tactical battles, underdog stories, some of the biggest names in football, all fighting for a place in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
The beauty of the Champions League is that anything can happen.
Oh, for sure.
And I have a feeling we're in for some more twists and turns.
Yeah, I think so too. It's been great breaking down these matches with you.
Yeah, it has.
For our listeners out there, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the first leg of the Champions League round of 16.
We'll see you next time.
Those second legs are right around the corner. They're promising even more drama, more excitement, and more unforgettable moments.
It's going to be good.
We can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the world of football.